Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Åshild and this is part 4 of me color categorizing my entire eyeshadow collection. And in today's video we're gonna do all my pinks and corals, and I did not realize I had this many pinks and corals. So first up, we're just gonna go through all my mattes, and then I'll show you all my satin finishes and metallic shimmery eyeshadows next. I'm not a typical pink eyeshadow kind of person. I lean more towards mauves. That's going to be a separate category. Today it's going to be just more like pinks and corals. And yeah, so we're just going to start with this first shade right here. This is from the Milani Most Loved Mattes palette, and this shade is called Come Up Roses. This is a warm light pink. Next up is a cool light pink from the W7 My Atlantis palette. This is called Empire. Next to it from the same palette, this is called Cleito, and this is more like a cool medium pink. Then we have a baby pink shade from Beautybay, the Bright Mattes palette. This is called Pinky Promise. Next we have sort of a purpley pink shade from the Beautybay Pastels palette. This is called Lovesick. And then right here we have the shade called Love from the ABH Norvina palette, and this is a warm medium pink shade. And then lastly we have a hot pink from the Beautybay Bright Mattes palette. This is called Make Them Wink. And this is my least favorite shade, not because it is not good quality, because it really is. Those shades are so good in that palette. Very bright, very opaque and nice, but this is just not the kind of shade I tend to reach for at all. I never reach for this. My favorite shade is probably this Love shade from the ABH Norvina palette, and maybe this medium cool pink shade from the W7 My Atlantis palette. That palette, if you don't know, is supposed to be a dupe for the Rose Quartz palette from Huda Beauty, and I really enjoy that palette. So yeah, I think those are my favorites, and I'm gonna wash this off and we'll go through my metallic-y shimmery shades as well. Alright, I hope you can see this, but these are all my metallics, shimmers, satin finishes. Starting on top right here, we have from Thebakm Nude Beach. This is called Buff, and this is a metallic peachy pink. So these two are kind of what I would consider to be corals. They're very light, so I hope you can see them. And then next up we have Natasha Denona Mini Retro palette. This is called Pixie, and it's like a pastel pink with champagne shift to it. Next to that one, we have Huda Beauty New Nude. This is called Daydream, and this is a metallic pink. It used to be one of my favorite shades, but it has kind of lost a little bit of pigmentation, but it's still super pretty. It does have some purple in it as well, I feel like. I don't know if it comes across that way on camera, but I feel like it does. Next we have these two from W7. This one's called Utopia. This is a bright, warm, iridescent pink and blue duochrome. And next to that is also one from W7 My Atlantis palette. This is called Lost, and this is a warm light pink with frosted finish. Then next we have from Makeupmekka Chilled Tones palette. This is called Cold as Ice, and it's a light frosty pink. Let's see, next to that we have an Inglot shade from the Freedom System palette. So it's like a single eyeshadow, number 431, and this is a light pink with satin finish. Next, we have, these are so similar. This is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette called Wild Child, and this is a warm medium pink. Same as this one. This is Myth from the My Atlantis palette, again, W7. And next we have these two darker ones. This is called Zurich from the BH Cosmetics Smitten in Switzerland palette. This is a medium to dark pink shimmer. This is a raspberry pink glitter called Glitter Poet from the Tati palette. Textured Neutrals Volume 1 is the name of that palette. So those were all my shimmers, glitters, and metallic pinks. I think, this Inglot shade is super pretty and still so pigmented and pretty, even though it's one of my oldest eyeshadows. I think that one is probably my favorite, as well as the one from BH Cosmetics. It gives a punch. It's a beautiful pink. It has a lot of brown to it, I guess. And yeah, I love all of them. And again, the one from the Huda Beauty palette, the new nude, is also still really, really pretty. I really like all of these pinks, I guess. Maybe not a huge favorite of those coral tones, as well as these ones. They're not ones that I typically grab for, but they're all very pretty, I think. And yeah, none of these are terrible by any means. This doesn't have too much pigment to it. The one from the Makeupmekka Chill Tones palette. But other than that, they're all super beautiful. Just not typically pink shades I reach for. But hopefully this was informative and useful for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed watching. So let me know which pink eyeshadows are your favorites, and I would love to hear if you have any wishes for my next color category. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!